Hello, and welcome to day number 3 here on TryHackMe. Today we're going to look at something called Splunk Basics. It's a SIEM. There's also 2 videos you can go ahead and check out if you want to watch some other YouTubers also talk about the same thing. So basically, we're gonna investigate some log files in our security operations center, also called the SOC center, and we got a lot of data, a lot of log data in Splunk. It's already been preloaded, so when you start the machine, which is up here, you will get a URL here in the next window. You can open that and get this particular window right there in your own browser. If you need a virtual machine or any attack box for this exercise, you can just use your own browser. We already preloaded all the data into Splunk, so when we go to say like search and reporting, and the actual search query to see all the logs is called index equal main, and then we need to last 24 hours, say all traffic right there, and press the search button. Then we get all the traffic there is, and as you can see, that's a lot of traffic on my screen. When you look at Splunk for the first time, it might be a bit overwhelming, and I would like to say that these kind of things is not one of my, highest priorities in the world. So I'm also a bit on, in the wild right now. But let's just try and solve this in a way that we can. I'm also going to say that I'm a bit sick today, so I really hope that you will still watch the video, because I definitely feel a bit off. So anyways, when you're going to go to the actual tutorial down below, you will be taken through all the things that you basically need to do to solve the whole exercise. All the different kind of filters and so on. We can go ahead and do a search query right there, saying like index main. It's going to give us all the traffic and search type web traffic. So we're only going to get web traffic. We can easily just try that out. Put that in right there. Press enter, and we will see all the web traffic right there as a particular table view. Okay, so let's go back one more time and just react to what we're going to see. We are seeing selected fields. We got host, we got sources, source types, but client IPs, we got some data hours and so on, and user agents and so on. What I feel we need to find here is probably something about amounts and IP addresses. Let's scroll down a bit here and see what the actual questions is before we throw ourselves over the actual exercise. So what is the IP address for the attacking and compromised web server? Sorry, what is the attacker's IP found attacking and compromised web server? So we're gonna focus on that particular, first question in the start, and we also gotta go to the actual tutorial right here. We can see that we will be presented with different kind of filters we can put into Splunk. Very first one was web traffic, and the next one here is something about web traffic, a time chart, and an actual count. If we're going back to Splunk again, just clicking client IPs, you can see that there is a lot of traffic here going on. There's a few IPs that looks kind of normal in a certain way. Also one standing out right there, it's called 198.51.155. So we're going to click on that. Then we're also going to add up to the filter in our new search, and we can see that this particular IP address right here did actually access something called upload. It's .git config and php info. And if we just scroll down a bit, we can see that something appears right there. It's an injection to a file. So we're trying to do a local file injection right here. So we're taking a local file, called passwd containing all the different users. So definitely this particular IP address here have something to do with the actual attack. And since we're already saying attack IP, why not just put the IP address in, say that is the first answer, because it will be pretty easy just to say, well, if they only want one, they're gonna give one, and it's that easy, really, you know. Basically, in most occasions, these kind of server logs, you can just say, well, does this look suspicious in a certain way? And it does. Of course, there are different other things we could do in order to further investigate. And again, as I mentioned, I'm a bit sick today, so I'm gonna keep it brief. But we are seeing stuff like SQL map, and we are seeing stuff like curl and SQL injection attempts. Something about Havoc, an automated SQL injection tool. So I feel confident this is the actual IP, and it was. I think that kind of, you know, hit the nail right there. The next question would be, which day was the peak traffic? And in this particular case, we probably need to do some filtering because we need to do something with, you know, the amount and so on. So I did actually scroll through all of this at some point and just checked it out. And I think there is an actual filter here we can use somewhere. For us, it's gonna be this one right here. I will just pick it and put it in and press search. And the question was, I'm just 100% sure that we picked the right, because I'm again a bit sick, so I'm sorry for that. But it was just the month, the date, the month, and the year. So we're saying index all the traffic, only the web traffic. I want a time chart. There's that. I want the span from 1 day. So it's going to be a date, a time, and I want to count those, sort it and reverse it. It's just going to be the one right there. It's going to be the one with 2,276 amount. So we're going to copy paste that, go down, paste it in, and boom, we will get a correct answer. Yes, we did. So we're happy for that. What is the count of Havoc user agent events found in the log? So user agent. Let's go back to the actual index one more time. And down here below, we will find something called user agent right there. And we can see that Havoc automated SQL injection tags was already counted for us right there as a count as 993. So that's going to be the answer for us right there. All right. So how many path traversal attempts to access sensitive data in the file? So again, it's kind of the same kind of question as the one here, but at the top, I'm going to do some counting. There's an actual filter here somewhere that looks for ... something, because we're doing path traversal, and it's going to be this one right here. So they redacted some part of it, and I think what we're gonna do is, let's see, it's gonna be ... So what we could do is just take this filter right there and paste that in. Remove that one right there, and the IP would, I would say, be the one that we were attacked from. So it's going to be the one we have right there. I can paste it back and forth. Let's try and search that. So we can see that we got a lot of, you know, ... something, and we need to count all those. I think if we write count missing, and just see, my skills in this program is not the best. Let's see, there's another filter we can also use. So basically, we're gonna have to rely on the most fantastic help here. It's gonna be TryHackMe So what we could do is instead take the filter right there, I would say. And let me just paste that in and take the same IP as before and see if we will get some interesting results right here. So yeah, now we got the right one. So we're gonna say like all the software traffic from the IP, which is the attacker, and we want the path to be, and we are escaping ourselves away here. So we're putting wildcards in the front and the back, saying // and since it's a slash, we need to escape it in the front. So that's why it looks like this. Yeah, I know it looks weird. And we're also going to say all the path is redirect. So we also have something right there called redirect. So that's also one of the things. And we're going to say stats count by path. And again, that was what I was missing before. That gets two different things here. I would say path traversal is the one here below, 658 would be the correct answer. So let's say 658. And hopefully we were lucky, got the correct answer on time. Examine the firewall logs, how many bytes were transferred from the C2 server from IP from the compromised web server. So it's a counting exercise one more time. And we can do volume of data exfiltrated is the very last one here below. And what we can do is to take that particular source, filter, and it's going to be the IP that were hacking us. So I'm going to paste that IP address, put it in. I think that's going to be correct. And in this particular case right here, we're getting, that is the IP of the firewall, and we are saying all the traffic, the firewall logs that have this IP address, and send the data to that IP address, and action is allowed. So it basically means that the firewall we have allowed and disallowed, allowed, denied. So traffic that's actually sent, and they're going to set it up, sort it by, do a sum. So we're going to put them all together and get this number right there. It's a pretty large one. So I'm guessing it's going to be the one. Instead of it, and we are good to go. I'm going to press check right there. So I really hope that even though that I'm a bit sick, and I'm sorry information in that, we still got the general things out of the room. And basically one more time, I just really hope that you learned something, and if you did so, it would help me greatly if you would like the video, give it a thumbs up, follow my channel, and subscribe me. Also leave a comment below, say hi, and say hi back. So have a really nice day, and see you again on day number 4.